If you watched the previous episode, then you now have an understanding of how stokvels work, and you also have an idea of things to look out for so that you don't get scammed. In this episode, we're going to be talking about stokvels, yes, but we're going to be talking about how to upgrade stokvels so that we can think long term rather than short term. In South Africa, most stokvels begin with saving for groceries and for December preparations. There is nothing wrong with that. Let me repeat, there is nothing wrong with that. In fact, that's exactly how our stokvel started. So I am not judging that type of stokvel. I am just saying that when you have more knowledge, you can then ask better questions. At the moment, we are using stokvels for consumption more than anything. I asked a simple question on my social media. I said, if I were to give you 150,000 rand today, right now, what was the first thing that you were going to think of buying? Was it going to be food? And a lot of people said, nope. And that answer is the one that shows me that, yeah, actually, guys, stokvels can help us to raise a very big capital, and we can use it to buy bigger and better things. We need to be honest, guys. When it comes to the grocery stokvels, by January, the food is gone, the money is gone, and then we start that cycle again. So if you ask yourself, like, yes, it's serving its purpose, but in the long run, like, what are we actually doing? The thing about a wealth stokvel, right? What it does differently is that instead of us saving this money so that we can consume it, we're gonna be buying things, assets that are gonna help us in the future. A wealth stokvel uses the same principles as the food one, right? We still contribute per month. We still keep each other accountable, and yeah, it's still a group commitment. But the difference is that instead of just consuming that money at the end of the year, we're gonna be buying things that will exist even after December and even after Jan. You know, this shift in the mindset, it doesn't have to be extreme. You know, I'm not speaking against us saving money for December for food. I'm just saying, can we just move our mindset a bit so that we can accommodate the new way or the upgraded way of running stokvels. Let me make a simple example, ne? Let's say I'm contributing 1,000 rand each and every month in a stokvel. Why can't we say, okay, this 500 rand, it's for groceries at the end of the year, and then the other 500, let's contribute it towards investing into something. That little shift in our mindset, it's exactly where wealth starts. In the previous video, I mentioned that our stokvel raised 50,000 rand in 2024, and then in 2025 we raised 150,000. I remember when we reached that 100,000 mark, I was with some of my stokvel members at the time, and I told them, like, guys, do you know that money is above 100,000? And then one of them said, yeah, with that money, we can buy a car. Then everyone started coming with suggestions like, yo, Pella, with that money we can buy a house. You know, we started dreaming, and then that's where we saw that no man, here there's a lot of potential. Then we started thinking about it, and we were like, okay, what can a wealth stokvel actually invest in, right? And we thought about it. We were like, we can buy a car, we can buy a house, you know, buy a house, get rental income, share that income. We could buy shares, we could buy bonds, then we can just share the returns. And then we started thinking, we can even start a small business together, guys. You see those Uber bikes, and then we can share the money. Someone else even suggested, no, we can buy, what did they say? We can buy a fish and chips franchise, because that was the most affordable one. And we can do this together. And after that day, I was never the same person. This thinking, guys, it's crazy, guys, it's crazy. I've been doing my research lately, and I'm realizing that these things have always existed. People are doing this. People are contributing funds, and then they buying cement. At the end of the year, they building. Hey, hi, guys, this mindset is crazy. Like, I get so excited. Even now, my body temperature is going, like, it's going up. because I'm thinking of all the possibilities that could come out of this. Before you can start such a stokvel, it is very important to really, number one, do your research as to what exactly you're going to be investing in. I think it's also, number two, important to be very clear with the goals that you have for that stokvel. Another thing also, I think the members of that stokvel, I think it's people that really have to be aligned in terms of what they're trying to achieve. Because I realized last year in our stokvel that having the wrong people in the group, or having people who are not people who are not aligned, could end up causing problems. Let me give you guys an example. Let's say we agree that, okay guys, we are investing in property, for example. But then if we are not aligned, we can find someone and someone saying in the middle of the investment that, you know what, I want my money. And then it's gonna stress us out, because it's like, but why? And then the person's gonna say, no, I've got financial issues. So I think it just needs members who are aligned, and there are rules that need to be set. And also I think it's important to also check each individual's goal and even the risk appetite, because if you're gonna be investing, you need to be sure that you guys are on the same page. If you're gonna go high risk, the entire group needs to understand that, guys, we are going high risk, so they must know that they're investing with money that they are willing to lose. So I feel like there are a lot of technical things to consider before you can actually start the stokvel. I feel like 2026, this year, I think we might start it, but we're gonna have to start with a very small group where we set the goals very clearly, we make sure everyone is aligned, and that all the rules are documented. And then we'll talk about it. I'll share the results with you guys in 2027. I think at the moment, education is more important than us trying to execute. My philosophy on stokvel is this, right? I'm not saying the traditional way of doing the stokvel is wrong. Guys, I'm not saying that. We're not replacing the culture at all. I'm just saying, let's just upgrade the intention behind it. Stokvels are a brilliant concept. They teach discipline, and I feel like this stokvel, the wealth stokvel, can just take everything to the next level. The food stokvel, right? I feel like it did what it was supposed to do. It did the things. Now we are just learning how to make it do more, and this is gonna be quite an interesting journey. It's gonna be quite an interesting journey. I don't know, maybe I'll document the journey for you guys and share it with you, and then maybe in 2027 I can give you guys feedback. Wealth creation is important, and this type of stokvel takes us back to the importance of building rather than consuming. If you are in a stokvel, you need to ask yourself, is this stokvel only helping me for December, or is it also helping me in my future? I think my question for you guys is, what do you think, guys? What do you think of grocery stokvels? What do you think about the shift? Do you have more information about it? I'm so grateful for your time. I think today, more than anything, I was just introducing the topic and letting you guys know that I'm actually going to start this initiative this year. And in 2027, I will definitely give you guys feedback. And guys, go zama, hey? Like, honestly, I feel like it's trying. Guys, you can, sometimes you'll try something and then you end up just rich and wealthy. I feel like this is the time where we are just trying. We'll just try it and see how it goes. For me, this is a topic that gets me very excited. So let me not dwell too much into my thoughts. Tell me, guys, what you think. And guys, I think we've reached the end of this episode. I hope you guys are as stimulated as I am. I hope you guys are also thinking of the many possibilities. And share with me what you guys think about this. Would it be something you're interested in? Would you want us to maybe put you in the waiting list? What's your take on it? Thank you so much for your time. And guys, think about it, okay? Think about it, and remember, guys, this is not financial advice in any way, okay? This is not financial advice. If you want financial advice, do contact a financial planner who is registered with the FSCA. Thank you, guys, and I hope you enjoy your day. Mwah.